going on, Squad TV Canada, YouTube? I'm Donnie D, and today we're going to talk about some fused Claptons. I'm going to show you guys how to make some coils from zero to hero. That's right, we're going to do it right here on Donnie D's build mat. Can't wait, it's going to be exciting. It's my go-to build for any of my mechs. These guys are going to ohm out to between 0.1 and 0.12 ohms. Fantastic for a mechanical mod on a single, in this case 2700 battery. Fantastic way to chuck some clouds and get great flavor, nice warm toasty vape. So without further ado, let's head on down to the build mat and I'll show you what kind of tools we're going to be using today. Alright squad, so here's what we're going to be using today to get this build done. First and foremost, you're going to need a drill. And you're going to need some sort of swivel setup. I got this whole situation here. And a vise or something to anchor it to. You can nail it to the wall if you must. We're going to be building on the Kali V2 RDA plus RSA by QP Designs. This is a very versatile kit. Comes with a lot of goodies inside here. Multiple top caps. You got a black one. You got a stainless steel one. You got Delrin. You got a clear Delrin or clear plastic or whichever that is. Lots of gadgets in here. You can make it all black. You can make it all silver. You got a custom tip. Fantastic, very versatile RDA. I believe these guys are based out of Quebec. We're going to be using some Rayon Wicks cotton from Juice Brothers. Great stuff. I believe this is made from bamboo fibers. 24 and 36 gauge will be our two wires. Of course, we're going to need some wire snippers, pliers, ceramic tip tweezers, other tweezers for fluffing cotton, screwdriver, coil jigs. So all that kind of stuff is going to come in handy when whipping together this build. So you want to clamp one end of the wire with your pliers, and the other end is firmly in the chuck of the drill. And then just simply hit the fire button on the drill and give her a twist. You want 3, 4, 5 seconds. So there we go. Now you have yourself a poker straight piece of wire. Okay, so squad, just as you see right here, you've got the two leads poking out of the chuck of the drill, and then the other end of the wire is now firmly attached inside the swivel system. So we'll take these two here, the drill, the vise, hold on to the vise just so it doesn't slip. Make sure this is nice and tight. I tend to pull these things forward so I don't stab my hands while I'm doing this, because it hurts. And literally just give this a pull and it'll automatically center itself, straighten itself out. So now you have these two core wires right here, and we're going to Clapton all the way around them, all the way down. This doesn't take very long. Once you do it a couple times, it's easy as can be. There's going to be a couple twists in the wire, but nothing that's too devastating. These swivels are going to help counteract that a little bit, because as this drill spins, each one of these swivels is going to spin to try to keep up with the drill, which in theory is going to keep this as straight as you can possibly get it based on your current setup. So yeah, let's get spinning here. We're going to do 36 gauge wire, which is super fine like hair almost. And we're going to, if you can see this, we're going to wrap it around one of these leads just so it has a bit of an anchor. And then at that point in time, we're nice and secured. We're going to hold our wire a few inches away from the from where the chuck of the drill is, and we're going to give it a little spin just to get them started. Okay, so now that we got it wrapped around our cores, we're going to proceed to Clapton all of this wire.
Yeah, she like it, she love it. She kisses, she suck it. She want me to want it. She want to climb up on it. Smile. 50 Cent. Look,
mommy, we can creep through the ghetto with your feet in stilettos. Hit the club and party as long as you sneak in the metal. Or we can head to the house, from the house is the floor, from the floor to the couch, from the couch to the door. Then it's out to the store for out for the more, watching out for the law. Cause of this pouch full of raw. I don't care how much you love it, don't vouch for the whore. Cause the first chance you get, I'm in the mouth on the tour. I'm loving the ladies with no husbands and babies. Since little I've been active, lost dozens of babies. Nigga, you coming stunting in your cousin Mercedes. Or roll up on you dumping, pointing guns at your ABs. You the man on your block, I'm the talk of the town. That's probably why they wanna see me in chalk in the ground. Where you can find me on the corner with a pack of marijuana.
Alright squad, so you take your wire here and you get your coil jig. We're going to be making these at about a 2.5 millimeter inner diameter. And we're going to go 5 wraps with it. This should give us about a point, I don't know, 1.1 range on our with our ohms for our resistance. So it's just as simple. I always put the wire on the back side and wrap towards myself. I find it's easier. So we go 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that's 5. So it's not truly a 5 wrap coil. It's more like 3 wraps and 2 halves, so 4. Because these don't go all the way around. So I still say 5, but I guess a lot of people out there say it's 4 and 2 halves. So 3 and 2 halves, pardon me. I then take these flat pliers here and I grab this lead and I want to bend it forward. I give it a 90-degree bend. And that's going to make sure both of my leads are protruding out of the coil at the same direction, same level. It's just easier for mounting. But that's also specific to the RDA that you're building in. So, and then trim your leads back, just like so, and you've got yourself a nice fused Clapton coil right here.
We believe, but we are deceased, or soon to be by surprise. Using the seas, it's just enough to feed the trees. We believe, but we are not free. This wasteland is our prison. Why I'm surprised, I see the bone through your skin. There's radiation from within. This torment I'd rather not live here anymore. Don't say I didn't try, but I'd rather not live here anymore. We believe, but we don't see the coming of the storm. Why I'm surprised, there are warnings from time to time, signs of our own decline. We are the scavengers, we plunder and rape. We're the guests here, the new breed, but act like it's ours to take. This torment I'd rather not live here anymore. Don't say I didn't try.
Put the Cali on the broadside Brizzo. You can see very little ramp up, almost instantaneous. Snap, crackle, pop, they say. Or I'm saying anyways. Put the top cap on, we'll take her for a rip. Look at that cloud production, folks. Flavor is on point. I got the air holes wide open on this guy. Can't complain. Closes the air holes, gets a little warmer, draw gets a little more restricted, flavor is bang on, can't go wrong. I love fused Claptons. For the amount of work you have to put into them, it's minimal. So I'm looking forward to seeing your builds there, folks. Post them on my favorite page, that's right, Squad Central on Facebook. Well, that pretty much does it for me. I'm Donnie D. I'm signing off. Much peace and love. And we'll see you next time right here on Squad TV Canada. Shots fired!